lovely humans, and welcome back to my channel. If you are watching this on Wedding Chicks or over on Facebook, thank you so much for stopping by. We live in a fantastic time to plan a wedding because the traditional style event is no longer the norm, which is great because that means you can do whatever the heck you want to with your wedding day. But with all this freedom comes a lack of direction sometimes, so taking time to make sure that you are as stress-free as possible is absolutely imperative for your engagement and your wedding day. So without further ado, here are 11 tips to make sure you are the least stressed Here are 11 tips to make sure you are the least stressed bride on the planet. Number 1. It's never too early to get started. Nope. Be that bride, book that photographer, hire that DJ, start planning your honeymoon. The earlier you start, the more money you can save along the way too, which is pretty stinking incredible. Do not, however, start booking anything before you know your budget or your guest count, because those numbers are two super important numbers that you're going to be working off of for your entire engagement process. Number 2, take your mother-loving time. There's nothing wrong with a 12-month engagement process. There's nothing wrong with a 24-month engagement process. I know it can be really, really tempting to just get married and move forward and get past this phase in life, as much fun as it is, and get on with the rest of your lives together. I know that, but the more time you have, the more you can research vendors and your overall style, save money, and savor every single moment. Speaking of research. The more you know, the more educated you are when making decisions when it comes to style, vendors, the more you can save money because you've done cost comparisons and you know what you're getting yourself into. Number 4. Keep it simple. You don't need a 10-piece string ensemble. You don't need late night bites. Just keep it as simple as possible because then there's less details to think about. They're great additions, but wholly unnecessary. Number 5. Plan in bursts. This is kind of a weird one, but it totally works. Plan like a mad woman for 2 weeks, and then for the next 3 weeks, ignore it. Pretend like you're not planning a wedding. That is the only way to maintain sanity throughout this process. You should not be thinking about your wedding 24/7. Number 6. Pawn off the little things. Have your mom get all the addresses for your family. Have your father-in-law book the location for the rehearsal dinner. Make a to-do list for your future spouse to get done. You don't have to do everything. You have friends and family around you that would love to help you, so lean on them. Number 7. Trust the people you've hired. You spent all this time researching them. You know they're going to be a good fit for you, so don't micromanage their process. Sit back, relax, and let the masters do the work. Number 8. Cut the stuff you don't care about. If you think a garter toss and a bouquet toss are obnoxious, skip them. If you don't like cake, don't get a cake. And don't buy favors just to buy favors. Number 9, at a certain point, put the Pinterest boards to bed. Nothing good comes from going back and comparing all of the design options that you've selected with other pretty design options. It starts screwing with your mind, and there's no time for that. And if you're running short on time, don't go back and come up with new ideas. That ship has sailed. You have run out of time. Focus on the beautiful things you already have for your wedding day and don't add on anything else. Number 10, know yourself and prioritize accordingly. If you're generally unorganized or if you have a really, really busy job and a full social life, hire a wedding planner. I mean, I'm definitely always one to recommend a planner because we help out in so many different ways, but especially if that's what your life looks like, bring one on board to help you manage all of those details that make your mind go blah. Oh God. I don't know what noise that was. On the flip side, if you're a type A personality and you thrive with those little details and you love the engagement process and you love planning your wedding, then just hire a day of coordinator because you've got this handled. If you're a big dancer, hire a fantastic DJ. If you're an introvert, make sure you carve out time to take care of yourself. And lastly, number 11, enjoy the process. You only get to do this once, so focus on the items you love and pawn off the rest of the stuff on your family and your friends and the great vendors you've hired. I promise you, it's worth it in the end. How about you? How do you maintain sanity during your wedding planning process? Girls' nights? Booze? Is it working out? I mean, I can't relate to that. But hey, maybe it works for you. I don't know. Leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't done so already, scoot on down there, smash that like button because you like the video, and subscribe for more tips and tricks for the modern day bride. Also, don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you can get notified every time we upload a video. As always, a huge shout out to my gal pals over at Wedding Chicks for hosting this video. And until next week, bye guys! I don't think people realize how weird it is to sit in a room by yourself talking to a wall. Well, now it's time for Taco Bell.